Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to All Day, Every Day. Remember, subscribe. If you like this channel, share it out. I would appreciate it. I'm trying to grow this one. I love my moto channel, but I've got all these other stories that I really want to share and other things I want to talk about, but I don't want to bore the moto community because you tune into moto channels for moto stuff. You don't want to hear life stuff like smuggling a horn shark over the Mexican border. Yeah, we did that. My friend Frank, one of the best dudes that I know, rock solid. But problem with Frank and I is you get us together, Frank, I, Brandon. Honestly, there's not a lot of people in our group that hit the brakes. We got a lot of people that hit the gas. We don't have a lot of people that hit the brakes. So one guy comes up with a bad idea, the second guy confirms the bad idea, and next thing you know, we're hitting the border with an illegal shark that's poisonous in a cooler. Yeah. So let me break down how this actually happened. So one of our friends got married in Rocky Point. Keep in mind, this is 2000-ish. So the internet's there, but we don't have it on our phones. In Mexico, none of us have phone service. It's not like you can look stuff up and say, oh, how illegal is this? What is this? Is a shark dangerous? We just flew by the seat of our pants. And I genuinely feel bad for this next generation who has all this technology kind of stifling their experiences. And I think back to this and how cool it was that we did it, but also how stupid it was. Sometimes it's better to be dumb and lucky than it is to be smart. So anyway, so we went to this, it's like what do they call those little marinas where you go see sharks and seals and all that stuff. They have a little one in Rocky Point. I don't know how to this day, but Frank finagled the guy. Frank had this big saltwater tank at home, and he got cool fish. He was into fish. So he convinces this guy to sell him a horn shark, and that this guy somehow tells Frank that, yeah, we could just put it in the cooler and drive it home. It's a 3-4 hour drive from where we're at in Rocky Point to home in Phoenix to get it into the tank. They decided, I don't know fish. I'm like, okay, well, sure, go for it, dude. They asked me, will you sit in the back seat because we need somebody to stir the water. I guess you got to keep the water oxygenated to cap a shark. Well, I didn't know this till yesterday. Okay, I thought the shark, okay, well, maybe it could take a finger off, but what the hell, I'll just be real careful, right? No problem. Well, you don't have to worry about a horn shark biting you, but there's a horn on his fin that's poisonous that I didn't know about. I'm sticking my hand in there, swirling the water around for 4 hours when I could be poisoned by this the shark that's in our back seat. Oh my God. So yeah, and Frank, when I told him I was going to tell this story, he got a little nervous. He goes, dude, we broke some serious laws. Like, is there a statute of limitations? There has to be. And besides, this is just hearsay anyway. But yeah, we get to the border and my dumbass is in the back seat just acting like I'm sleeping, leaning on a cooler, and they let us right through. In hindsight, I mean, if we're going to break that many laws, we probably should have brought like a kilo of cocaine or something and made some money. But we were just trying to get a shark for Frank's tank. So the sad part about it is we finally got it home. Shark didn't do so well in the cooler. The guy that sold it to us kind of, yeah, he overestimated how durable the shark was. We felt bad. We put him in Frank's tank. He lasted about 2 weeks before he passed away, but he was still sick from the car ride. It couldn't have been good, me just sticking my hand in there and, I can't believe I didn't get poisoned. So funnier than this is Frank has a roommate that was actually getting married. He comes home from Mexico a week or two later. He's living with Frank. He goes to open the freezer. The shark had died. Frank didn't throw it away. Frank froze it. Why? God only knows. He says he didn't want to walk to the dumpster. The dumpster wasn't that far. I think he just was thinking of maybe stuffing it or doing something like that, but he just opens it up. There's a fucking shark in the freezer. Yeah, so Dave's like, dude, why is there a shark in our freezer? Yeah, don't smuggle horn sharks over the border, and if you do, make sure you have a better tank than a cooler, and watch the horn in the back, because you can get poisoned from that. So anyway, guys, I got a ton of these little college stories. I'll probably share some of them over here, but the Frank ones are usually the best. The Frank ones, the Brandon ones. Yeah, we've had some interesting stuff. The first time I ever went to Rocky Point, oh boy, yeah, we crossed the border with weed in the ashtray. Shouldn't have done that. I could have wound up in a Mexican jail forever. but we got stoned and forgot. Well, luckily, like I said, sometimes it's better to be dumb and lucky than smart. So anyway, guys, that's it for today. Remember, subscribe to this channel, and I got a lot more stories. I'll have to get with some of my college buddies, and some of the names might need to be censored on some of the stuff because, you know, they have families and stuff now. But I'm going to get you guys some good stories. So thanks, guys. Later.